sprouts. Am I saying that right?
You see the orange all over the
place.
Oh,
those are beautiful.
Yeah, the little poppy sprouts.
Love
And I think also marigolds. I'm not sure which ones. You can kind of hard to tell.
Colorful.
Yeah, everywhere. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Look, let's go ahead and look across the country. We know we had some big concerns with severe weather, and you can see there's still quite a bit of temperature differences between, say, the northern areas and the southern areas. But it looks like right now things are fairly calm. Of course, we do know that along the East Coast they are getting pretty whooped up with some heavy-duty rainstorms, and it looks like it's avoiding everything except for the fact that it's raining like crazy. They are avoiding the fact that they're getting any real big severe weather, so there's not a lot of supercell thunderstorms anyway. So let's keep the hope that stays the same. But boy, really soaked along the East Coast. Also, I'm hearing it's pretty cold once you go farther to the north. And then you go to our area, and that's what we're famous for, is sun-splashed, mild conditions for the most part, some light breezes out there. And then when we look up in our areas around Kachuma Lake, of course, a filled lake and lots of greenery, so just absolutely beautiful. Sunny inland, we just kind of stepped right into our springtime routine with sort of the onshore flow giving us the clouds along the coastline, and temperatures showing that some areas actually getting close to normals. We've been really below normal for a good chunk of this winter, except for just a couple of days here and there. Again, just really well below normal. But today we tried to claw our way back up to areas that are no longer frigid, more like cool to mild, and some areas actually on even almost the warm side. Now, from 24 hours ago, we are seeing a slight cool down along the central coast. Otherwise, I noticed these numbers when I came in a few hours ago were very much within about a degree or two, and it was just real steady as she goes from what we saw Friday to today. But a slight onshore flow is bringing the temperatures down around Santa Maria. You're about 5 degrees off of where you were this time yesterday. Really mild, otherwise 60s along the south coast, and then back into the 50s down around the Oxnard Plain coastline. Wind is very light. We don't foresee any shocks to the system as far as any wind advisories, and an ample amount of humidity at the lower levels. But then look at inland areas, except for the Big Valley, they starting to dry off. So again, that's another indicator that we're heading towards spring and then early summer, which is we start to really dry things inland and they start to get warmer, and your beaches, because of a cold ocean, stays a little bit cooler, and of course the fog starts to lurk offshore. Now, as far as us, it is definitely spring for us. High pressure holding just strong enough offshore that it's pushing the storm systems to the north of us. So you can see there's the ridge right there, but enough energy gets through, and again, with a cold ocean, a warming inland, you start to get the mechanics in there that you start to drag in the ocean influence, which is, of course, the marine layer. And you can see that under the cloud cover, some high and mid-level clouds drifting in as well. For the most part, the showers and any threat to any kind of Easter egg hunts will be well to our north, up along the central, up along the north coast, and then up into Oregon and Washington. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and use mild as our sort of weather word. Next Wednesday, Thursday, though, there is a slight chance. Some of our weather models are forecasting a little hint that something might get through the high pressure, come down south enough that will either at least deepen the marine layer. This will be about Wednesday, maybe Tuesday to Wednesday, Thursday. Much cooler conditions and a deeper marine layer, but maybe even some measurable rainfall. A couple of our forecast models are kind of hinting at that. The forecast models, as far as the future track right now, keeps everything fairly dry. Some mid and upper level clouds, but well to our north. Maybe look right above the first right there. You'll see some green kind of sneaking in just to the north of, say, San Francisco. And that, again, is the computer saying maybe something will get close to us, and we'll have to keep an eye on it. As far as tomorrow morning, there's the marine layer reducing some visibilities as high pressure settles inland a bit more. It can kind of squash the marine layer, push it down lower. That can sometimes lead to reduced visibilities, but it looks like we'll do okay tomorrow. A lot of visibility by the afternoon. You can see those 10s popping up. And then as we head toward tomorrow night, the fog comes back again, and Monday morning you do a repeat performance as we are again really looking very spring-like around the region. 50s and some 40s overnight, and then tomorrow look at all these 70s popping up, and dare I say maybe an 80 will sneak in there both tomorrow, and then as we fast forward to Monday, same story again. Really nice temperatures, and I did see an 80 pop up in San Ynez, so I might have to set this time back a bit. It looked like maybe it was an hour or two before that. 79 Paso Robles. And then look at the 80s sticking around in Ojai at about 2 o'clock, maybe 2:30 on Monday. So we're starting to warm things up again. Another indicator of spring when your inland areas start to get nice and warm. And there's the dancing chick, and we'll go with a nice day. Morning fog, of course, so maybe dress appropriately in the mornings for that. And by the afternoon, though, maybe t-shirts for some of our beach communities, as we can see just a really nice day setting up. Plenty of good weather for all the Easter festivities and anything else planned for your Sunday. And again, really no big shocks to the system. It looks just like a beautiful day ahead. Cool to mild temperatures, of course, on the beaches. Obviously a little cooler. Inland areas doing much better. And Ojai may be getting an official 81 tomorrow as per our computer. Did notice a little boost in surf today. It's been really small the last couple of days. A little wind swell trying to rear its head. And I'm hearing that it should pick up even more on Monday out of the northwest. Again, mostly wind swell energy. Maybe some southern hemisphere energy will mix in. And there's your forecast through the week. We do see those changes coming by Tuesday and Wednesday. That's the day that maybe a system will try to knock on the door. The computer is still really on the fence as far as our rain chances, but it will definitely cool things down. You can see from Wednesday to Thursday, maybe a sprinkle chance will have to be added once we get to about Tuesday as we get our models more in line. But overall, it looks like a really nice, quiet weather week ahead. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.